Hello dear students. In this video, let us discuss mode of grouped data. In ungrouped data, we have individual observations and frequencies. We can easily identify the maximum frequency and find mode of ungrouped data. But in grouped data, we are not given with the individual observations. We are given with only classes. For example, let us take this one. The family size is class interval here. We are given with class intervals and frequencies. In this group data, we can identify the maximum frequency and find a class having this maximum frequency. We cannot find the original observation having maximum frequency. So here in group data, we can only identify a class having maximum frequency. This class having maximum frequency is called model class. So in group data, we can find a model class, but not the exact model value. We assume that the model value exists within this model class. The model value is lying between the model class. So we have to estimate where that model value lies. In this model class 3 to 5, the model observation may lie somewhere between 3 to 5. It may be nearer to 3 or nearer to 5. So we have to find with how much distance the value exists from this lower limit. The lower limit of model class is denoted as L, and the size of this model class is denoted as H. H is the size of model class. Here H is 5 minus 3, that is 2. Here the difference between lower boundary and upper boundary is 2. We have to estimate at how much distance the model value exists. And then how do we estimate the model value? Where does it exist? Does it exist nearer to 3 or nearer to 5? We assume that the trend of frequencies continues within this model class also. Here the frequency is increasing from 7 to 8, and then the frequency is decreasing from 8 to 2. If we observe the histogram, say this is the model class, this is the lower limit, and H is the size of the model class. The frequency of the model class, we denote it as F1, and the frequency of class preceding the model class, we denote it as F0 or F0. We denote the frequency of class succeeding the model class as F2. From this mid value, if you draw a straight line to the other mid value, we can visualize the trend of the frequencies and trend of the change in frequencies. Here the frequencies are changing like this and again decreasing like this. From F0 to F1, the frequency is increasing, and from F1 to F2, the frequency is decreasing. We assume that the same trend of change in frequency is followed within this model class. So within this model class, from here to here, the same trend is followed. So we draw a parallel line here, parallel to this one. Here this distance and this distance are equal. So if we join these two, we can draw a parallel line. And we draw a parallel line to this also. Same trend will be followed. Same trend is followed along this line also. So we join this point and this point. This is parallel to this line. So here we see that within this model class, same trend of change in frequencies. Assuming this, we'll find out the model value here. So we assume that this is the value having highest frequency within this model class. So we have to find the value of the observation here. How much is this observation distant from L? Say this is delta x. So here the change in frequencies, here is f1 minus f0, and the change in frequencies here is f1 minus f2. The total change in frequencies is f1 minus f0 plus f1 minus f2. This is the total change in frequencies, and the change up to this observation, up to this model observation is f1 minus f0. This is the change in frequencies from lower frequency to the highest frequency. So we estimate that the same trend of frequency change is followed within the model class. So this distance from the lower boundary will be f1 minus f0 by this value, f1 minus f0 plus f1 minus f2. The same trend is followed within this model class. So we multiply this by h. Then we will get the value of the distance here, delta x. If we simplify this one, we will get f1 minus f0, f1 minus f0 by 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. So the modal observation, mode, is equal to lower boundary plus this delta x, f1 minus f0 by 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. So in a grouped frequency distribution, it is not possible to determine the mode by looking at the frequencies. So here we can locate only a class with maximum frequency. That class is called modal class. The mode is a value inside the modal class, and it is given by this formula. Mode is equal to L plus f1 minus f0 by 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. Here L is the lower boundary of modal class, h is the size of the modal class interval, f1 is the frequency of the modal class, f0 is the frequency of class preceding the modal class, f2 is the frequency of the class succeeding the modal class. In various textbooks, various notations may be given. You follow the notation given in your textbook. Now let us see the question. The lower limit, lower boundary L is 3, size of the modal class H is 2, the frequency of modal class F1 is 8, the frequency of class preceding the model class F0 is 7, the frequency of class succeeding the model class F2 is 2. Let us substitute these values in the formula and find the value of mode. Mode is equal to 3 plus 8 minus 7 by 2 into 8 minus 7 minus 2 into 2. This comes to 3 plus 1 by, this is 16 minus 9 into 2. This is 3 plus 1 by 7 into 2. 3 plus 2 by 7. Divide 2 by 7. So we'll get 0.7 to the 14. So 6, 60, 7 8 the 56, 4, 40. So 7 5 is 35, 50. Then 7 7 is the 49. So this continues. 3 plus, this is 0.28. If we approximate it to 3 decimals, we write it 6 here. So this is 3.286. Now let us look at another example. The marks distribution of 30 students in a mathematics examination are given in the table. Find the mode of this data. Compare and interpret the mode and mean. So we have to find mode and mean. The group data is given here. Class intervals are 10 to 25, 25 to 40 like this. The number of students, that is frequency here. To find mean, we have to write the class marks and then write FIXI. Here the sum of FIXI and sum of frequencies are found out. So mean X bar is equal to sigma FIXI by sigma FI. This is 1860 by 30. 62. Then let us see how to find mode. The highest frequency here is 7. So 40 to 55 is the model class. Highest frequency is 7. So model class is 40 to 55. So from this model class, we can find the lower boundary. Lower boundary L is 40. The class size H is 55 minus 40, that is 15. And the frequency of the model class, this is the frequency of model class F1. This is the frequency of class preceding the model class F0. This is the frequency of the class succeeding the model class F2. The F1 is 7, F0 is 3, F2 is 6. F0 is 3, F2 is 6. Now using the formula, we can find the mode. Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. So we are getting here the mode as 52. We obtained mode as 52 and mean as 62. What do you mean by mode and what do you mean by mean? The mode marks is 52 and the mean marks is 62. From mode, what do we say? The maximum number of students obtained 52 marks. Mode is the most occurring value, most occurring observation. So when the mode is 52, we interpret that maximum number of students obtained 52 marks, but the average of the marks is 62. Average means mean in this sense. The average of the marks obtained by the students is 62. Let us see the questions under think and discuss portion. It depends upon the demand of the situation whether we are interested in finding the average marks obtained by the students or the marks obtained by most of the students. Average marks is given by finding mean. Marks obtained by most of the students is mode. What do we find in the first situation? First situation is finding average marks. So we find mean. What do we find in second situation? Second situation is finding the marks obtained by most of the students. So we find mode. Can mode be calculated for grouped data with unequal class sizes? In previous examples, the class sizes are equal. Even if the class sizes are unequal, we can adjust the formula and find the mode. So, can mode be calculated for grouped data with unequal class sizes? Yes, mode can be found if class sizes are unequal also. Thank you. See you in next video.